Hello students, in the last session we have studied about the counter current mechanism. Okay, now we'll talk about the one apparatus which is very much important for regulation of functioning of kidneys. Okay, got it? So GFR rate कैसे regulate करने का, urine volume how it can be regulated, it is because of certain cells which are present. Okay, so कौन से cells है वो? Cells of Juxta glomerular apparatus. Okay, so now firstly you should know what is Juxta glomerular apparatus. Juxta glomerular apparatus consists of juxta glomerular cells. Juxta glomerular cells. Juxta glomerular cells are the cells which are of afferent arteriole. So look at this diagram. This is the Bowman's capsule. Okay, this is the glomerular capillaries which will form the glomerulus. Okay, how this glomerulus is formed due to division and redivision of the afferent arteriole. So afferent arteriole का diameter ज़्यादा है. This is the afferent arteriole which is entering in the cavity of the Bowman's capsule, and it will divide and redivide into many glomerular blood capillaries. Okay, so this afferent arteriole cells are in contact with the DCT and some part of the ascending limb of loop of Henle's. Okay, got it? I have drawn the diagram of nephron here. This is the diagram of nephron which consists of Malpighian body, PCT, loop of Henle's, DCT and collecting duct. So always remember, nephron जो arrange रहता है किडनी में, it is in this way that the afferent arteriole is in contact with the some part of DCT and initial part of the ascending limb. Okay, so look at this. This is the ascending limb of loop of Henle's and this is the DCT. This is the DCT, right? So DCT का some part and some part of the ascending limb of loop of Henle is in contact with the, it is in contact with the afferent arteriole. So look at this, this is the afferent arteriole. Okay, और ये थोड़ा सा extend यहाँ पे हो जाता है. This is the ascending limb and ascending limb is extending in the DCT. Okay, got it? So some cells of the ascending limb of loop of Henle and some cells of the DCT will be in close vicinity of the afferent arteriole. Okay, got it? So afferent arteriole के जो cells है उसको क्या बोलते हैं? JG cells, juxta glomerular cells. Okay, and the cells of the afferent arteriole which are in close vicinity of the cells of initial part of the ascending limb and DCT, that is macula densa का part form करते हैं वो. Okay, so let's revise it fast. What is juxtaglomerular apparatus? Juxtaglomerular apparatus consists of JG cells. What are JG cells? Juxtaglomerular cells of afferent arteriole. Okay, then Lacy cells. Lacy cells क्या है? Lacy cells are the cells which are present between the angle of afferent arteriole and efferent arteriole. Got it? Then macula densa. Juxtaglomerular apparatus also consists of macula densa. What is macula densa? Macula densa is the cells of, these are the cells of ascending limb. Okay, initial part of the ascending limb and few cells of DCT. So few cells of DCT and few cells of ascending limb will form macula densa. So macula densa, juxtaglomerular cells of the afferent arteriole and Lacy cells will together form the glomerular, juxtaglomerular apparatus. So Lacy cells are having many names, that is mesangial cells, Pulkyson cells, pseudo Misner cells, polar cushion cells. These are the different names which are there for mesangial cells or Lassi cells. You have to remember different names for in biology. Okay, in biology some of the times many names are given for one particular structure. So Lassi cells or mesangial cells or Pulchison cells or pseudo Meissner cells or polar cushion cells. These are the different names which are given to Lassi cells. Okay, Lassi cells क्या है? Lassi cells are the cells which are present at the angle of the afferent arteriole and efferent arteriole, as well as it is present between the loop which is formed between the glomerular blood capillaries. Okay, got it? So what is JG apparatus? JG apparatus is juxtaglomerular apparatus, which consists of JG cells of afferent arteriole. JG cells क्या है? Especially JG cells are modified smooth muscle cells of afferent arteriole. Smooth muscles है तो definitely it will be involved in increasing and decreasing the diameter of the afferent arteriole depending upon what is the systemic circulation. Okay, systemic blood pressure अगर ज़्यादा रहेगा कम रहेगा उसके हिसाब से there will be increase or decrease in the diameter of afferent arteriole. Okay, it is all because of the smooth muscles, and these specialized smooth muscles of the afferent arteriole which are in close vicinity of DCT and Lassi cells will be known as juxtaglomerular cells, and these juxtaglomerular cells will secrete renin. Okay, renin, what it will do? It will bring about vasoconstriction and it will thus increase the BP. So BP अगर लो हुआ है तो BP increase करने का काम renin का है, and renin is produced by JG cells. So JG cells will help in maintaining proper blood pressure. Okay, thus increasing or decreasing the diameter of the afferent arteriole. Okay, got it? So vasoconstriction का काम किसका है? renin का है. Renin is produced by the JG cells. Got it? These acts as a baroreceptors. Okay, juxtaglomerular cells क्या करते हैं? They are acting as a baroreceptors. Baroreceptors means they detect the pressure. Blood pressure अगर कम हो गया तो इंक्रीज करने के लिए vasoconstriction करवाएगा JG cells, and vasoconstriction will be initiated by the JG cells by secretion of renin. So JG cells में कुछ granules रहते हैं जो कि renin store करके रखते हैं, and whenever the BP becomes low, to increase the BP there will be vasoconstriction, and this vasoconstriction will be initiated because of the stimulation of the juxtaglomerular cells which will secrete renin. So very important, juxtaglomerular cells secrete renin. Renin is the hormone. We have studied renin, renin. That renin is the enzyme which is needed for digestion purpose. Stomach में हम लोग ने study किया था वो digestion of casein में useful है. And this is hormone. Okay, now one more thing which you have to remember, baroreceptor का काम करता है JG cells. So these two questions can be asked. Now next cell, that is Lassi cells. Lassi cells are also known as mesangial cells. Okay, mesangial cells or else Pulchison cells or pseudo Meissner cells or polar cushion cells. There are several names for these cells. क्या है ये cells? These cells are the cells which are present at the angle of afferent arteriole and efferent arteriole, as well as at the loop formed between the glomerular blood capillaries. Okay, they are phagocytic in nature, thus prevents infection to the glomerulus as well as Malpighian body of the nephron. Phagocytic है, so infection होने नहीं देंगे, and contractile in nature. These can contract depending upon how much GFR has to be there. Increase करना है GFR rate या decrease करना है. GFR is what? Glomerular filtration rate. Okay. Then last cell of the juxtaglomerular apparatus, that is macula densa. Macula densa क्या है? Macula densa is the initial part of the ascending limb and DCT part. Okay, so part of the DCT cells and part of the initial cells of ascending limb will form macula densa, and these are in close vicinity of the afferent arteriole. So I have shown the DCT cells and these are the ascending limb of loop of Henle cells. Okay, so ये क्या फॉर्म कर रहे हैं? macula densa, and this macula densa is in close vicinity of JG cells of afferent arteriole. Okay, what for this macula densa is there? Macula densa cells act as a chemoreceptors. Okay, they will analyze the concentration of the sodium ions in the nephric filtrate. Okay, sodium ions कम हो गया, ज़्यादा हो गया. अगर sodium ions ज़्यादा हो गया है nephric filtrate में, so they will stimulate the JG cells to produce renin. Okay, got it? So likewise there will be proper action taken. So changes in the sodium level is analyzed by the macula densa cells. Macula densa cells are the modified cells of terminal portion of ascending limb of loop of Henle and initial part of DCT. Terminal portion क्यों बोला है? Because ascending limb is ending here and DCT is starting here. So definitely these cells will be involved here in formation of certain they will be acting as a chemoreceptors and they will detect the changes in the sodium level. Okay, likewise sodium ions will be either reabsorbed or excreted out. Okay, so in regulation of kidney and how to regulate the glomerular filtration as well as urine volume, these all cells are very important. So in the next part we will be learning in detail about the regulation of kidney function. Okay, and for that purpose you should know very well what is juxtaglomerular apparatus. Okay, thank you.